Welcome back to the next step in this Component.Studio 3 beginner walkthrough. This time we'll be setting up the dataset and linking the information to the fields that we created in the critter card design last time. And to start, we just find the button that says Inputs at the top here and then open the dataset. This is going to be the default dataset. Let's start with the critter name. Instead of the text critter name here that I directly type in as a placeholder, I want to tell this text field to look in the datasheet at a specific cell and pull the text from there. To tell it where to look, pull down this menu and look for the helpers section here. Pick Insert Row Variables and find the variable that represents the cell we're looking for. In this case, it is the one called row.name. This is saying that it's going to look in the name column of the row that is currently active. Right now, I only have a single row because I only have this single critter card. Once I select the row name variable, the text box in the design will pull the text in that cell, which right now reads first component, which is the default text. But if I change this, say this is the possum, and the text on the card updates to read possum. Now we just need to add columns to hold the data for the other elements of the critter card, and then we can start adding rows to the data set to create the rest of the critter cards in the game. I'm going to go ahead and change the name of this column. We'll just call it attribute. This will be a text type. You can select the different types of columns here. This is just going to be another text. Now we just use that same method as before to link up that cell with the critter attribute box in the design. Drop down menu, find the row button in the helpers section, and choose the row.attribute variable that is now showing in the list. And that will change to the default text that is still in that cell. I'll just retype my placeholder text here for now, and I'll go ahead and do the same for the critter name box and get everything back to a generic start, which has nothing to do with how Component.Studio works. That's just for my own peace of mind. Now to add more columns. Here in the lower right of the interface, there is a green button that reads plus column. Click that and the add column interface will appear, asking what you want to name the new column and what type of column it should be. Let's add a number column for the critter power. We'll just name that power and choose the number type and click add. Now just flip back over to the design, select the critter power text box, and follow the same method to link up the new cell from the power column we just added. The variable row.power is now showing in the list, and bam. Now that changes to 0 because the default is 0. Now to do this same thing for the carry and intelligence numbers, back to the datasheet, add column, name it carry, and choose the type, and then click add. And then while we're here, I'll just add another column, name it intelligence, choose the type, and add. Now back over to the design to link up the new row variables row.carry and row.intelligence with the appropriate text boxes. And the same thing again, add column, rename it ability. The column type is already selected on text, and then retype my default text in this column. And now I'll add a column for the critter image right in the center there. And back to the data sheet and add column. This will be an image column. Give it a name. I'll call this one portrait and add. And while we're at it, I'll just make another for the little bonus trash icon as well and name it bonus trash icon. Now back to the design tab and select the bonus trash icon image box. And just like before, find the row variables button in the helper section. And now we see those image columns in the list. And now you see the placeholder image goes away because the variable is trying to display something from that particular cell in the column. And I haven't put an image in there yet, so there's nothing for it to display. Now to repeat that process for the critter portrait image box, find the variable called row.portrait, and that placeholder disappears as well. I'll just go grab any critter image now to make sure those variables are behaving as expected. I just have to click this in the cell here to pull up the image menu, the images I've already uploaded earlier, and find the possum image. You can see it displays in the cell there, and if we peek over at the design, yep, there it is. And why not demonstrate the same thing for the bonus trash icon as well? In this game, possums like bananas, so I'll click that arrow in the bonus trash icon cell and find the banana image. Except I don't have any of the trash icons uploaded yet, so I'll do that now. Back to the Images tab and create a new image subfolder called Trash. Navigate to the directory on my hard drive and select them all at once, and bam, give it a few seconds. There are more trash images than critter images, and the upload time does reflect that. And there they are. Now we'll pop back over, and the new trash folder should show right up. Pop that open and find the banana. And there you go. As expected, it shows up there in the box. Now, let's not forget to link up the bonus trash text to sit alongside that icon. We'll just add another text column here, name it bonus trash text. And since it's a new one, it adds the column to the right of the existing ones. And depending on how you want your sheet organized, you can pull down this menu here and find a few functions to move it left or right. I'll just stick it right there and type in banana. Go over and link up that new row.bonusTrashText variable to the box. And there we go. It's displaying the word banana. Now, because there are two variations of the background of the critter face card, I'm actually going to add one last image column to this before we start making more rows for the other cards in the critter set. I'll call this one critter face. And this one I want all the way over to the left, which is a convenient option in this drop-down menu. Now we'll go find the critter face box where I indicated a specific image earlier. Now I want to switch that specific image with the new row.critterface variable. And then in the sheet, I can just hit this menu again, open the critter's image folder, and just select a face image. And there it is. Now, the more you do this process, the more refined and efficient the steps will become for you. You'll pick up little things that work for you. And even stepping through this myself up to this point, I already know how I can improve my process the next time I set up a design for a component. But that's it for this installment. In the next part of this beginner walkthrough, we'll start adding rows to the datasheet and start populating them with the information for all the critters. Thanks for following along with me, and I'll see you next time.